Hey there, fellow cat lovers. Ever wonder what really grinds your kitty's gears? Well, you're in the right place. Get ready for some serious laughs as we dive into the top 10 things that secretly annoy your cat. We're talking about those everyday things that make your feline friend give you the side eye and plot your demise. So grab your fur babies, crank up some upbeat music, and let's get started. First up, we've got the dreaded vacuum cleaner. This household nemesis is the bane of every cat's existence. If your cat is anything like my sweet little Kermit, they probably think this household appliance is a soul-sucking monster from the depths of hell. The moment it roars to life, it's like a scene from a horror movie for them. Seriously, the second that vacuum cleaner turns on, Kermit turns into a furry four-legged rocket ship, blasting off to the highest point in the house. It's almost like he's training for the feline Olympics with his speed and agility on full display. It's like watching a tiny lion escape a pride of robotic cheetahs. The sheer determination in his eyes is both hilarious and a little heartbreaking. And don't even get me started on the sound. The noise is like a symphony of terror for our feline friends. The hissing, the roaring, the sheer audacity of it all. It's as if the vacuum cleaner is mocking them with every pass. I swear, my cat thinks I'm trying to suck him into the void with every pass of the vacuum. His eyes widen, his ears flatten, and he bolts for cover. But hey, at least the house is clean-ish. It's a small price to pay for a tidy home, even if it means temporarily traumatizing our furry companions. Next up, we're talking about sudden movements. You know, those unexpected moments that catch you and your furry friend off guard. You know, those moments when you accidentally drop your phone and it lands with a loud thud right next to your unsuspecting cat. Or when you knock over a glass of water, sending it crashing to the floor, or God forbid, let out a loud sneeze. Yeah, those are guaranteed to send your cat flying through the air like a furry little ninja warrior. It's like they have springs in their legs. I'm talking full-on Matrix-style jumps, complete with startled meows and wide, panicked eyes. It's both hilarious and heartwarming. One time, I swear, Kermit jumped a solid 3 feet in the air because I dropped a spoon on the floor. A spoon! Can you believe it? I mean, the poor guy probably thought the world was ending. His eyes were as wide as saucers. But you know what? It's kind of adorable watching him channel his inner acrobat every time I make a sudden move. It's like having a tiny furry gymnast in the house. Let's be real. Nobody likes a dirty bathroom, and your cat is no exception. In fact, when it comes to litter boxes, cats are basically tiny, furry germaphobes. I mean, can you blame them? Would you want to use a toilet that hasn't been flushed in a week? I think not. So, do your cat and your nose a favor and keep that litter box squeaky clean. Trust me, your cat will thank you for it, even if it's just with a subtle flick of their tail. And hey, maybe they'll even grace you with a freshly buried present as a token of their appreciation. You're welcome. Okay, let's talk about strangers. You know, those mysterious creatures that dare to enter your cat's domain? Yeah, those guys. Cats are creatures of habit, and they like things just the way they like them. So when a stranger enters the picture, it's basically like an alien invasion in their eyes. I'm talking full-on DEFCON 1 people. The second the doorbell rings, Kermit transforms into a furry little shadow, disappearing faster than a plate of tuna at a buffet. And good luck trying to coax him out from under the bed. He'll be there for days plotting his revenge and judging your every move. Cats are creatures of habit. They thrive on routine. So when you dare to disrupt their perfectly ordered world, be prepared for the feline wrath of 1,000 suns. I'm talking about those seemingly insignificant changes, like moving their food bowl a few inches to the left, or, God forbid, changing their brand of cat food. Trust me, your cat will notice, and they will not be pleased. You'll be met with the silent treatment, the stink eye of disapproval, and maybe even a few strategically placed hairballs. So the next time you're thinking about shaking things up, just remember, proceed with caution. Your cat is watching. Cats have an incredible sense of smell. It's one of their most powerful senses, and they rely on it heavily to navigate their world. Like, seriously, they could sniff out a tuna sandwich from a mile away. Their noses are so finely tuned that they can detect even the faintest hint of food. But while this heightened sense of smell is great for finding tasty treats, it also means that cats are super sensitive to strong scents. Even a small whiff of something overpowering can be overwhelming for them. We're talking about those air fresheners that smell like a grandma's perfume drawer, the kind that can fill an entire room with just one spray. Those cleaning products that could knock you out with a single whiff, and, God forbid, citrus. The smell of citrus is particularly offensive to cats. Seriously, citrus is like kryptonite to cats. They can't stand it and will avoid it at all costs. The second Kermit smells an orange, he's out of there. It's like an instant reaction, and he won't stick around to see what happens next. It's like watching a furry little vampire flee from a garlic factory. The reaction is immediate and dramatic. So do your cat a favor and keep the strong scents to a minimum. Opt for pet-safe products and avoid using anything too overpowering. Their little noses will thank you for it. A happy cat is one that can breathe easy and enjoy their surroundings without being overwhelmed by strong smells. Cats may act like they're too cool for school, but deep down, they're just big softies who crave attention. And when they don't get the attention they deserve, well, let's just say they have their ways of letting you know. We're talking about those strategically timed walks across your keyboard while you're trying to work. Those insistent meows that sound suspiciously like a human baby. And of course, the classic butt-in-your-face maneuver. So the next time your cat is vying for your attention, do yourself a favor and give them a few head scratches. Trust me, it's worth it. Some cats are cuddle monsters. They love nothing more than to curl up in your lap and purr the day away. But then, there are cats like Kermit, cats who view being picked up as a form of cruel and unusual punishment. Seriously, the second I try to scoop him up for a cuddle, he turns into a furry little Houdini, wriggling and squirming his way out of my grasp. It's like trying to hold onto a greased watermelon. And don't even get me started on the betrayed look in his eyes when I finally let him go. I swear he thinks I'm trying to abduct him and take him to the vet. Cats are naturally curious creatures. They want to know what's going on in every nook and cranny of their domain, which is why closed doors are their arch nemesis. Seriously, a closed door is like a personal insult to a cat. It's like you're saying, I don't trust you enough to see what's behind this door. And trust me, they will let you know how they feel about it. We're talking about those persistent scratches at the door, those mournful meows that sound like a dying whale, and of course the classic sitting and staring maneuver. So, the next time you close a door, be prepared for the feline inquisition. Ah, the vet. The place where cats' worst nightmares come true. Seriously, is there anything more terrifying to a cat than a trip to the vet? The unfamiliar smells, the strange people poking and prodding them, the dreaded thermometer. It's enough to make even the bravest kitty cat hide under the bed for a week. And don't even get me started on the car ride there. It's like watching a furry little acrobat perform a death-defying tightrope walk in a moving vehicle. But hey, at least we know it's for their own good, right? So there you have it, folks. The top 10 things that secretly annoy your cat. Now I know what you're thinking. This is all hilarious and relatable, but what about my cat videos? Don't worry, I got you covered. Feel free to share your videos with me if you want me to turn them into a future video or shorts. Let's share these wonderful moments caught on camera. You won't be disappointed, and neither will your cat, probably.